class 11th CBSE. The lesson is the biological classification. In our previous class, we are discussing about the protozoan. Protozoan, and first type of the protozoan is the amoeboid protozoan. The second type of the protozoan is the flagellated protozoan. Protozoan, which are classified into various types, and second type of the protozoan is the flagellated protozoan. As it is clear, they contain the flagella. Flagella as a locomotory organ. As you know that in amoeba there is no locomotion, no organ for the locomotion. They use the pseudopodia, that is the false feet, for locomotion. But here the flagella is present, and flagella help them to locomote from one place to another place. So they are mentioned as the flagellated protozoan. What are the basic characters that is present in this type of the protozoan? They are free living. They are parasites. They are mostly parasites. Parasites lives inside the host. They are the parasites, and not only the parasites, they are the disease causing parasite. They are disease causing parasites. They provide certain diseases in our body, in the body of the animal. So they are disease causing parasite. One more remarkable feature is there, the locomotory organ. Locomotory organ, flagella. Flagella is present. Flagella is present for locomotion. The locomotory organ, flagella, is present in their body. Flagella, which helps to locomote from one place to another places. There are two types of the flagella is there. One flagella, that is the fixed. The fixed flagella is longitudinal flagella, and second type of the flagella which help in the movement in their body. Okay, so what are the various examples of this type of the protozoan? One very much common example of one type of the protozoan is the trypanosomia. For example, trypanosomia. Okay, this is one type of the flagellated that is protozoan, and it causes a disease called the sleeping sickness. It is not the so it causes a disease called sleeping sickness. As it is clear by the name, the person who is suffering from this disease, it has tendency to sleep, and in sleeping sickness they must be die during this process. This particular protozoa is diagenetic in nature. This is diagenetic in nature. This is diagenetic in nature. What is the meaning of diagenetic? It is diagenetic in nature. The meaning of diagenetic is they must need two hosts. They want two hosts to survive in the they are to complete their life cycle. One host must be the human only, because they give the disease sleeping sickness. It is the name of the disease, and this disease is given in the human. So one host is the human or man, and other host is the CC fly. The fly, one type of the most that fly is there, diagenetic in nature. It means it need two hosts. One is the human. One host is the human, and another host which is a type of fly that we call the CC fly. CC fly. So they need two hosts for their life cycle. So they are called diagenetic in nature. Now what is their body structure? It is somehow longitudinal, like this. It is longitudinal. Basal part is there. This is the body structure. That is longitudinal body structure is there. One basal part is there, and from basal part, the longitudinal flagellum arises. This is the flagellum arises here and it circulates the whole body. It covers the whole body like this. It covers the whole body and it comes like this and it comes like this. Okay, it covers the whole body and a very thin membrane which joins this flagellum with the body. This is the thin membrane which is present here which connects this flagellum to the body. This is the basal part and this flagellum arises from posterior end. Posterior end. And this is the anterior end. This is anterior end. So it sticks the body part and comes from here and this is the flagellum. This is flagellum and this flagellum helps it to locomote from one place to another place. As I told you, it is digenetic in nature. It means they need two hosts to survive, and the disease which is given by this particular flagellated protozoan is the sleeping sickness. One more flagellated protozoan is there, that is also very much common. That protozoan is the Leishmania. What type of the flagellated protozoan is very much common? That is the Leishmania. Leishmania is again, it is digenetic in nature. It is also digenetic in nature. It means it also needs two hosts to complete its life cycle. One host is again, it gives the disease in the human body. The one host is the human and other is the sandfly. Sandfly. Sandfly is also called the blood-sucking fly. Blood-sucking fly. Okay, the sandfly and the human, the two hosts is needed to circulate their life. So it is called the digenetic flagellated protozoan. What happens when it enters inside the body through the with the help the fly must put this protozoan inside our body, or from the different sources we get this pathogen inside our body. What happened? This pathogen attacked to the blood capillary, liver, spleen and bone marrow. Bone marrow is the place present between the bones and it is responsible for the formation of RBC. So it directly attack our blood, our liver, our bone marrow, and because of that the disease which is generated, the disease which is caused by this particular flagellated protozoan is called Kala Azar. In common, this disease is also called the dum-dum fever. Dum-dum fever. What happened in this particular disease? The visceral organs, all the visceral organs, there are organs get enlarged. The size of the visceral organ get enlarged, and that is problematic for anybody who is suffering from this particular disease. The flagellated protozoan, they are free living, but they are the disease causing parasites, and flagella is the special character which is present in their body, so they are called the flagellated protozoan. Third type of protozoan is the ciliated protozoan. Here the name is clear, cilia. Ciliated is related to the cilia. So this type of the protozoan, they have the locomotory organ in the form of the cilia. You know this protozoan very much. You are familiar of it. I think so. In your 8th class, you are going to draw the diagram of this. Are you remember? What is the name of this organism? What is the name of this organism? Anybody is able to recognize it? What is this? Yeah, this is paramecium. What is the shape of the body of paramecium? It is sleeper in shape. What is the shape of the body of paramecium? It is sleeper in shape. And you know very well, the whole body is covered with fine hair-like structure, and this hair-like structure is called cilia. Okay, this two nucleus, micro and macro nucleus, this is the contractile vacuole, and this is the opening that is called the mouth. But identification character is the cilia. The whole body is covered with cilia, and cilia is the locomotory organ. Cilia, not only the locomotory organ, it also helps to catching the prey. When any food particle comes in the closer to this area, the cilia start vibrating like anything, and they collect that food particle and engulf inside the mouth cavity. So this is the paramecium, the example of ciliated protozoa. So this is the paramecium. Okay, you know very well what is the character of paramecium. It is aquatic. They are live in the aquatic habitat. So these are aquatic in nature, live in the aquatic habitat. Okay, it is very much active. The cilia is very much active. So it is active because of the cilia. Cilia is too much vibrating part. It is very active due to presence of cilia. Due to presence of cilia. It is very active in nature because the cilia is vibrating anyhow, and it makes it it give the motion to help. It contains the gullet cavity. Gullet, important here. Up to here, there is no mouth-like structure is there. This is called the gullet. Gullet cavity to engulf the food particles. So one opening is present. Outside opening is present. Outside opening is present to engulf the food. To engulf the food. Engulf the food. And this opening is called gullet. Okay, this opening is called gullet. Now, what is the role of cilia? Cilia is important for locomotion. Okay, cilia helps in locomotion. Cilia helps in locomotion, but not only locomotion. Cilia also help to catch its prey. There are two roles of the cilia. As I told you, the cilia which is present near the mouth, that is called the gullet, they start vibrating, then the food particle coming closer to them and they engulf the food particle. So cilia helps in locomotion as well as it helps to catch the prey, that is their food. The small insects which come in the contact of this near about source of this paramecium, they engulf that small insect for their food. So this is the ciliated protozoan. Last type of the protozoan is the sporozoans. Last type of protozoan is the sporozoans. Sporozoans is called the sporozone because they, in their life cycle, their complete life span, that sometimes they spend as the sporophytic age. Sporophytic stage is occur in their life cycle, so they are called the sporozoans. So they what is the sporophytic life cycle? It is called the spore-like stage in their life cycle. So they bear a spore-like stage in their life span. It is a small one, but it is the present in their life span. So they are called the sporozoans. Okay. Again, it is disease causing parasite. Disease causing protozoans. It is disease causing protozoan. And one more important thing, it is this protozoan is also digenetic in nature. It is digenetic in nature. What is the meaning of digenetic in nature? It means they need two hosts. One host is the human and other host is lots of example is there. The example I am going to take, you know that very well. That is the female Anopheles mosquito. The disease which is given by this is called malaria. A very much common disease in the area where we live. That is the malaria. It needs two hosts. One is the female Anopheles mosquito. The life cycle which is circulated in female Anopheles mosquito is sporophytic stage. So it is called the sporozone. And in the human, normally asexual reproduction is going on and it causes the disease. Okay. Incubation period is there. What happens when it enter in the human body? They generate one chemical that is named as hemozoid. In human body, they generate a chemical that is called hemozoid. Okay, what is the hemozoin? This chemical is produced inside the blood. They start eating the RBC, and because of that, it's very much severe in the body. The parasite which is collected in the female anopheles. The example of sporozoan is the plasmodium. That is called the malaria parasite in common language. If we talk about the malaria, there are basically three types of malaria. Okay, one is called Plasmodium vivax. What is a Plasmodium vivax? The general malaria which is going on is the Plasmodium vivax. Okay, second type was the Plasmodium malariae. Okay, some little bit dangerous as compared to vivax. And third is the dangerous one, that is the Plasmodium falciparum. Plasmodium falciparum. Plasmodium falciparum. There are three types of malaria. The Plasmodium falciparum is the highly dangerous. This is death causing, sometimes death causing, fatal also. So it is death causing. That is the Plasmodium falciparum is the death causing Plasmodium also. So this is about the one more important characters you are able to write is it is endoparasite. Endoparasite, it means it lives inside the body of their host, where it is female or the female anopheles mosquito. So this is the protozoan. Different type of the protozoans are there. That is amoeba, that is the paramecium, that is the leishmania, that is the malaria parasite, that is the plasmodium. All these are the different type of the protozoan, and generally these protozoans are disease causing protozoans.